Bienvenidos amigos de TC Digital, estamos con Steven Joe Ward, el actor de Mihawk en el live action de One Piece. So, Steven, first of all, how are you and how have you seen Ecuador? Is it beautiful? What do you think of it? And are you ready for this Friday's Comic-Con?
So firstly, I'm doing great. And no, I haven't seen more than my hotel of Ecuador right now. I know we are going out tomorrow to kind of see Guayaquil. Why is that okay? I said Guayaquil. Yeah. We are going to go experience a bit of the city tomorrow, which I'm quite excited for. But I've been cooped up in my hotel room because I've got quite a lot of work to do. So I've been busy doing that. But anyway, I'm excited for Friday. I love conventions. I missed Comic-Con Ecuador last year. But I'm glad I got to make it up and come this year, so I'm excited to see what this has got to offer.
For sure, I wish you the best of luck tomorrow, and make sure to try our typical food. It's always great.
Yeah? I hear seafood is really good here.
El encebollado. Encebollado is something you must try, 100%.
Cebollado?
Encebollado.
Encebollado.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's one of our most famous plates.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. I like it's a fish. It's
oh, fish soup?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a little bit.
You actually had fish. So
yeah.
I love seafood.
So, before your professional career, have you been part of geek culture, anime culture?
Yeah. I grew up, like my favorite anime is Bleach. I grew up watching that. Obviously, all the mainstream stuff like Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. And I played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Until the cards started getting like way too weird. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Weirdly now, I'm getting into Dungeons and Dragons, which is my next thing. Next month, I'm going to start my first campaign. I've never done it before. So I'm learning, but I'm really, really excited for it.
That's really exciting. The Dungeons Dragons are always a great pass.
I hear it's like really incredible, and I can't believe I've never done it before. So now I'm getting stuck in. I'm going full ball, and I've dragged all my friends into it.
That's great. Well, sometimes it can be really overwhelming to have a lot of people just looking forward to meeting you. How is it meeting face to face so many fans that love your performance?
I mean, look, it's always nice when people recognize you and stuff, but what's really great for me is because my character's got so much facial hair and stuff on, you don't actually know, you won't recognize me unless you know I'm there. So I can still, I walk around and at conventions usually, I'll walk around and no one will bat an eyelid because they wouldn't expect me to be just walking around and like part of the stalls. But I love doing that kind of stuff. And then it's always really nice when there's one person who's like, and I'm like, just give a hug and then carry on through another smoke. So for the most part, I don't really get recognized. Obviously, at a convention where I'm advertised that I'm going to be at, then it's slightly different. Again, it's always fun. I really look forward to just making people smile. So as long as they've got a smile on their face, I'll have a smile on mine.
Of course. In this event, what are you most excited to see or do? I heard the merry-go-round is going to be a big part of the event, a big exhibition.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh.
When you say a merry-go-round, you mean like a
One Piece?
Oh, the going merry.
I'm going merry. Sorry, I made your name.
I was like a merry-go-round. Like
no, they're only
songs. Just a little. I saw a video of that where someone was making one. But I didn't know that was real, so that's very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, that's very exciting. The only one I've ever seen is the one we made on One Piece on our show.
Cool.
And my little wooden one that I got given as a gift one day. I put on.
Oh, very married. No, not.
Yeah, it's up in my office along with all my other nerd stuff.
Well, what was the question? What are you most excited to view?
I'm mostly at the convention, obviously. I'm mostly excited to see like what the vendors have. I speak about like how I go out into to like all the stores and see what everyone's selling, because every country has got their own kind of unique thing. And I like to find my own unique thing at each convention. So that's what I'm most excited about, is on sale.
What's on sale? Just maybe see a little merch of your character.
Yeah, well, not my character. I like to look at like all the Bleach stuff that's out there.
Of course. Well, let's talk about a little bit about the series. Yoru, your sword, is just insanely big. How do you make it feel so natural when fighting?
A lot of stunt training. That's how. A lot of stunt training in gym. I went through a lot of different styles of training alongside with a Japanese swords master, Koji Kawamoto, who taught me how to use, the small kogatana and then the like a standard cutlass, normal size sword, and then like the big one like Yoru. And then there's various different exercises. So if you do like hit type training, which is just fast burst movements, that's more for like the small kogatana style. The heavier weighted stuff is a lot more flowy. I don't know what training kind of mixes with that. But I had to gym my one arm extra so that I could hold that sword very comfortably and make it not look like it wasn't as heavy as it actually was.
I assume so. Well, what's your favorite part about your character? Is it his eyes?
I hate the eyes.
What?
I love the way the eyes look, but I hate the way they feel because they're massive contacts.
Okay, yeah.
And not normal size contacts. They're really big. What's really cool about them is they are hand painted, so they are one of a kind.
Oh.
And they do have an expiry date on them. But because I don't wear contacts, my eyes aren't adjusted to putting stuff in them. So when those go in, it's really, really uncomfortable. I kind of get tunnel vision, so I can't really see what's happening on the sides. I can only see what's directly in front of me, which makes doing anything at nighttime really, really difficult. Because there's obviously less light going in. But they look really cool.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it without them. But my favorite thing would be flinging Yoru around in like a big fight setting. Like it's the most fun I've ever had doing something.
I love to feel the sword.
It's wonderful.
Wonderful. Well, season 2 is coming up. Is there anything you can tell us about it? Will Mihawk make another great appearance?
I can tell you that season 2 is coming out.
Oh yeah,
because that's what they've told us. And I find out that information at like I get the same information the rest of the world gets.
Oh, I see.
I don't get any special treatment. I literally, like when we found out that we're getting Lego pieces of ourselves.
Oh,
I found that out when Lego announced it, and I was like, oh well, I didn't know it.
I know it.
So they don't tell me anything, probably rightfully so, because I would mess up somewhere and say something I probably shouldn't. As for Mihawk being in it, they finished shooting season 2, so it would be really incredible if they somehow put me in it now. That would be amazing, and maybe a big fight because I'm not physically there. But they do pickups, so who knows? Maybe they're waiting, keeping something secret even from me.
There is a chance we hope for the season 3 appears.
I definitely hope so.
Well, I'm not sure if you know Mihawk's infamous toilet in his big castle and stuff.
No?
No, I have to get the picture of it. I'm not sure. No, my phone is right there, but I had a picture.
Wait, and I'll Google it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, should I do this on incognito?
No, it's fine. It's good. It's totally fine.
I didn't know this would be people. What? It's a really big throne in a very dark
room.
I don't know what I'm feeling. He looks like he's very excited to go in there, or very determined, one of the two. And that seat looks really big. So, I don't know. I imagine him with a glass of wine sitting there taking a poop and just having a sip.
Purely elegant.
Yeah, just really enjoying it, and just any excuse to get away from Corona, it feels like.
Oh, yeah.
That toilet is perfectly situated to be away from Corona.
Well, I really wanted to make that funny question.
That's great. I must admit, because I've seen ahead to my character, but I don't remember that toilet at all.
Well, any last words for your Ecuadorian fans here? Ready to see you at this Comic-Con?
It's my fans in Ecuador. Thank you for giving me the chance to come back. I know last year I might have upset a couple of people that I couldn't make it. I did have valid reason. So I'm happy I can make it this year, and I'm really looking forward to spending time with every one of you. Come on up, say what's up, give me a hug, like let's hang out.
Well, you can say hi to your fans and friends on Tese Digital, maybe.
Tessa?
Tese Digital.
Digital.
Yeah.
Tessa Digital.
Yeah.
Hello, Tessa Digital. Damn, I'm gonna get this. Tessa Digital.
Tese Digital.
Tessa Digital.
Digital.
Hola, Tessa Digital fans. My name is Steven John Ward. I play Dracule Mihawk in the One Piece live action. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.
And we will see you at Comic-Con this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's true. Facts.
Bye-bye.
Bye.